Hi there, gorgeous, and a very happy Frugal Friday to you. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I make videos like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Fridays are my exclusive drugstore days where I focus specifically on affordable makeup products. So if you'd like to be notified of new videos in the future, please subscribe, and thank you so much in advance if you do. Today I am duping Pat McGrath lipsticks for you. These are based off of your popular requests from the last dupe video that I did on the Tom Ford lipsticks, and if you missed that, I'll have it linked for you below also. So unfortunately, I was not able to find dupes for two of the shades that were requested, and those were Obsessed and Full Panic. So if you requested those, I am so sorry. They are very unique shades, but the good news is that you can get them in sample size on Sephora's website right now, so you wouldn't be spending full price for the bigger sized lipsticks from Pat McGrath. Before we get into the dupes, I am wearing a Pat McGrath lipstick on one half of my lips right now, and it's Drugstore Dupe on the other half. Can you tell which side is which? It's really hard. I mean, these are just amazing dupes. So all will be revealed at the end of the video, but let's hop right on into it. First Pat McGrath lipstick that I have to dupe for you is Flesh 3, very highly requested shade. It's best described as a red brown, very chestnut red brown. That's the way I would look at it. Now, the thing that you'll find with Pat McGrath lipsticks that I was not aware of because I had never used them before making this video is that they are very rich and concentrated. So one swipe and you have the most amazing pigmentation. So I can see why they are at the price point they're at. Keep in mind that the drugstore dupes I'm sharing with you do not have the same intensity, but you can build them up. So I'm just stating that up front. They're not a dupe in terms of a formula because it is a rather unique formula with Pat McGrath, but I digress. So for this one, the dupe that I found for it comes from Milani's line in the shade I Am Confident. I feel like Milani's may be a tad bit redder, but when you break it down and you look at these two side by side, both in swatches and on the lips, it's really hard to tell them apart, and I feel like it's one of those excellent dupes for the Flesh 3 lipstick. Second shade I have to dupe for you is Pat McGrath's Oh Me, and this is very similar to the Flesh 3 shade that I just shared with you, but it has a bit more rose tones mixed into the shade. And the dupe that I was able to find for this one is from Maybelline's line in the shade Touch of Spice. Touch of Spice is a touch, pardon the pun, rosier by comparison, but still an excellent quality dupe compared to the Pat McGrath shade. Another dupe you can try for the Oh Me lipstick is from Flower Beauty's line in the shade Autumn Rose, and I'm so happy to be able to tell you that this is an exact match between the two. The formula is a little more glossy with the Flower Beauty lipstick compared to the Pat McGrath one, but color-wise, they are an exact match. One of the other shades that was very highly requested to see duped was Sorry Not Sorry, and this is what I would call a Rosey Pink, and I have to tell you, I could not find a dupe for this one. And what frustrated me the most about it was that I looked at this color and I thought, I've seen that, I know that shade, and I swatched it against so many other colors in my drugstore stash that I thought for sure were going to be able to dupe it, but could not find an exact match. So I'm going to recommend one that's similar, but is not 100%, and that is NYX's Merlot. Merlot has a little bit more red compared to the Sorry Not Sorry shade, so it's not going to get you there fully, but it is a nice lipstick on its own, and I'm just sorry I couldn't find a dupe for this one. I felt like for sure this one was going to be easy to dupe, but really wasn't. It's challenging to do dupe videos. I love the challenge, I do, but sometimes I get frustrated because I feel like, oh, this color is not that unique, and then you find out, yes, it actually really is. Another highly requested shade by so many of you was 1995. The second that I swatched this one, I said, oh, I can see why you wanted to see a dupe of this one. It's a pinky rose nude, so basically a pink brown, and the first thought that came in my head when I saw this one was Max Velvet Teddy. And I do have an excellent drugstore dupe for Max Velvet Teddy and 1995 from Pat McGrath, and that is NYX's Eurotrash. but it still doesn't get there on its own. And in the example I'm showing you here, I layered Eurotrash over Milani's Matte Naked because Milani's Matte Naked is a little brown and NYX's Eurotrash is a little pink. Together, they make the perfect combination to exactly dupe the 1995 lipstick. And it's still cheaper to buy these two than it would be to buy the Pat McGrath version. Last dupe I have to share with you is the one I'm wearing on my lips today, and thankfully this was probably the easiest lipstick to dupe out of the bunch because it's your basic blue-based red lipstick, and this is in the shade Elson. Blue-based reds are probably the easiest lipsticks to dupe, and so I was able to find two dupes for you from the drugstore. But let me ask you real quick, have you been able to guess which side is which? If you guessed that this side is the Pat McGrath side and this side is the drugstore side, then you are right. And I will tell you that the Pat McGrath lipstick went on a touch smoother than the drugstore dupes I'm getting ready to share with you, but they have the same exact finish in terms of being matte and looking exactly the same on the lips. So the first drugstore dupe I have to share with you that I'm wearing in today's video is from Makeup Revolution, and this is their Red Carpet lipstick, one of my all-time favorite reds. And I've mentioned this previously, but I'll mention it again. The reason why blue-based red lipsticks are so popular is because they are flattering across many different complexions. Most anybody can wear a blue-based red lipstick, and that's why they're so popular. And the next one I have to share with you that is a dupe for Elson also is from Maybelline's line in the shade Rich Ruby, and it is a universally flattering shade. So if you've been searching out dupes for any of the Pat McGrath shades that I shared with you here today, I hope that you found this helpful. And if there are any other dupe videos that you'd like to see in the future from me, feel free to share your suggestions below. I love when you offer ideas for videos because I'll be honest, I get into creative ruts all the time where I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what am I going to film next? And I would have never thought to do Pat McGrath lipstick dupes. So huge thank you to all of you for suggesting them. I really appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts and ideas because this channel is for all of us. I mean, and if there's something that you want to see, there's probably a good chance somebody else wants to see it too. So don't be afraid. Say something. Would love to hear your comments. Thanks again for taking the time to watch, and I want to wish you a wonderful weekend ahead. I look forward to seeing you again next week. I am wearing a dupe for one of the top... I almost got through this video. Pat. Today I'm duping Tom... It's not Tom Ford. I can't get through this intro. Got Tom Ford on the brain. This is Pat McGrath. Let's try that again.